What is your plan to stay relevant in a rapidly changing technological environment where buying patterns are dramatically changing? If your clients still see you as delivering reports and adding to compliance, you are in serious risk of becoming irrelevant and making it increasingly difficult to run and grow your company. Right now, the best firms are able to command the highest price points in any market. And how they do that is that they are able to be positioned as a strategic advisor who is actually driving real tangible results in their clients' companies. And the fantastic thing about this is that you have access to be able to give your clients some of the best insights out of any of their advisors. But it's so important that they're able to listen to you and really understand the importance of the insights that you can share with them. This video is for you if you are a CFO or an accountant and you see that the game is changing and you want to be able to be relevant and make sure that your clients see you as an increasing amount of value as opposed to another line item on their P&L. And if you've been asking yourself how to stay relevant, how to command the highest price points, and how to lead instead of chase, stay tuned because we're going to be sharing exactly how to do that. Hi, I'm Mandy Ellefson, founder of Hands Off CEO, and I help consulting firms and service agencies be able to charge a higher price point and scale their company as they're working less and less hours because the company doesn't depend just on them and their efforts to be able to grow. And in today's market where AI is accelerating change and where trust is an all-time high, it's not the firms that are working harder that are making the most profit. It's the companies that are out there leading, that are out there driving real tangible growth with their clients that are making the biggest difference and completely toppling the way the old service paradigm has run. A big problem with financial firms is that clients oftentimes see you as being there for compliance and to give them reports. Now, one of the opportunities as an accountant is that everybody needs an accountant. Everyone knows they need to have an accountant that owns a business. But the downside of this is that if your clients see you as compliance and if they see you as the person who's the bean counter bringing the reports, then they're going to devalue your firm and it does not build loyalty. Here's the thing is clients can get reporting and they can get compliance anywhere. And in fact, as technology has advanced, it becomes easier and easier for them to do that. And there's software that they can perceive can be able to do this for a lot cheaper than you can. One of our clients in the accounting space found that their clients were getting very price resistant. She was doing all this great work, and her firm was doing all this really great work for these companies, but they were getting price sensitive, and they were looking at this and saying, "Wow, you are charging us like X $1,000 a month for what essentially looked to them like bookkeeping, and it looked like reports." And really, they were offering a very high level of service that I've seen other accounting firms be able to charge as much as $15,000 a month for, but their clients were balking at $5,000 a month. Why is that? Well, as we were walking through this, one of the things that we saw was that their clients were not seeing the real value of what they had to offer. And the reason why is because how their strategists were showing up with them is that they were offering them the reports. They were seeing that the value came in the clarity of the numbers and all the reports, but they were not seeing that that actually wasn't adding that much value to the business. One of the things that she shared was that the reporting was like their clients going to the dentist. Nobody wants to do it. And she had this big aha moment recognizing that she was selling the thing that they didn't want to do. So what we did is we looked at how do we repackage this? How do we be able to put this into a way that clients will actually get it and clients will be able to see like this is what will actually drive real profits in the company. And when you reposition your offering around this, now your clients don't balk at your higher price points. In fact, they actually want more. And that's one of the things that we've seen with other accountants too, who did the same thing and was able to go from charging, between $4,000 and $7,000 a month up to multiple six-figure engagements. And these are some of the things that we see consistently across the board with professional services and especially in the accounting space. And the great thing about this is that you have an industry that is so ripe for innovation. There's also a huge risk because right now, a lot of the services that are being offered to clients are starting to be seen as, wow, we can get this cheaper done somewhere else. There is software out there that your clients perceive they can get it done for a fraction of the price, you know that there's more things that can't do that, but it doesn't matter. Their perception is changing. Technology is changing every service industry. And what we really need to do is to go from where services are seen as the value to what the output is of the service. And actually that's like the next step. Like these are the deliverables, but actually we need to take a step further than that. What do those deliverables actually deliver as far as outcomes? And if you're only looking at your service opposed to what the client is actually going to get as a result of how their business is going to tangibly change by working with you, you will miss the boat. You'll miss out on so many opportunities. And here's the thing is like, I will say that, when we have clients that come in that have an accounting firm, I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. And it tends to take a little bit longer for them to have the mindset shift around this. But if they're innovators, they're like, oh my gosh, we're going to be able to see such amazing changes that happen in their company because no one else in your industry is doing this. It's like a wide open blue market. And most of your competitors, they like have blinders on and they're not innovative. So if you can be innovative and you can actually show this is how we're going to tangibly help you increase your profitability. This is the insights that you need to be using to make better decisions. And if you can actually be that trusted advisor where you're helping them make these decisions, it's going to be incredible what's possible in your business. So to reposition yourself and start selling higher price points, you need to stop being the bean counter. Stop being the compliance person. Stop being the reports person. Yes, you need those things. Those are things that are actually very important as important part of the deliverable that allows you to be able to do your best work. But what are the bigger problems that you can solve for your clients? What client type could you solve that for? And when you get these dialed in, you can see what kind of outcome you can create for them. And then you can also create this longer pathway for you so you can actually see these are the type of results that we can work with you on. And it's just unbelievably incredible what's possible when you actually get these things into place. And how you do that is you own the transformation. You get clear on what kind of transformation do we want to create for which type of clients. You own that. You own that space and you stop being a financial expert and you actually start being a growth partner for this particular type of client. And here's the great thing is that there's all sorts of other consultants that are in that space doing that work, but do they have your background on the financial side? No, they do not. You're able to do what they cannot. I would encourage you to really take a stand for what kind of results that you want to create with your firm and move from selling deliverables, selling services, to selling transformations and selling outcomes and getting very clear on who you want to deliver those transformations for, and then scale your business based upon that. Scale your lead delivery based upon that and use that to be able to make your sales conversations so easy and elegant because your clients will then show up and say, this is exactly what I was looking for. Instead of, how much does this cost? We'll think about it. I'm not sure if we're ready for a change yet. If you're ready to step beyond compliance and become that strategic advisor that your clients can't live without, hit subscribe. I share weekly content on how to scale growth, become more impactful with your clients, and be able to step out of the day-to-day business and have a company that can grow without you. If you want to keep and grow your best clients, it all starts with reinventing what you are known for. Not as a vendor, not as a task doer, but as a strategic partner that drives real tangible transformations and outcomes for your clients. If you'd like some help with that, head on over to handsoffceo.com and let's talk.